To people who say you're taking time out of swing states to go do this, you say?
I say the following. You have been covering me for the last long time. I did yesterday 8 stops and 3 major speeches, and I've been doing this for weeks straight. I left there for an hour and a half. I'm going to North Carolina right now, then I'm going to Florida, I'm going up to New Hampshire. For you to ask me that question is actually very insulting, because Hillary Clinton does 1 stop and then she goes home and sleeps. And yet you'll ask me that question. I think it's a very rude question, to be honest with you. And what I do is I want to back my children. My children work very hard, Ivanka in particular. And at the opening of the hotel, I want to back my children. Very important to me. So we had a ribbon cutting, which was very quick, and I stopped in D.C. But the real key to this is I want the American people to understand that this is under budget, ahead of schedule, and we need that for the United States.
And just so you know, I've been reporting on the fact that you're going to North Carolina for a couple of stops straight from here. But my next question is, there's a new poll in Florida that has you up a couple of points. Other swing states have you really in the hunt. Given that, are you prepared to write a check to help yourself get over the finish line? And if so, how big? And I'm talking about advertising.
Let me just tell you that I'll have over $100 million in the campaign. Hillary Clinton has nothing in the campaign. She's all special interests and donors, and they give her the money, and then she will do whatever they tell her to do. But I will have over $100 million in the campaign, and I'm prepared to go much more than that. Now, here's the question. New polls are coming out. We're leading Florida. We're doing great in North Carolina. We're doing great in Pennsylvania. We're doing great all over. We're doing really well in New Hampshire. Ohio, as you know, and Iowa are doing fantastically well. I'm telling you, CNN doesn't say it, but I think we're going to win.
So, but to do that, you have a pretty big bank account. You can, and time's running out. The clock's ticking. Okay. Will you write a check?
I've already written.
But I mean, specifically to get up on the air to combat the ads that you say Hillary Clinton is running against you.
Well, in Florida, she has 50-1 against me. 50. You were the one that reported.
But you have the means to combat that.
In the meantime, sure I do. But in the meantime, 50-1, and I'm leading. How would you like to have spent? You know, in the old days, you'd get credit. If you would spend less money and have victory, that would be a good thing. Today, they want you to spend money. I'll have over $100 million. I'm willing to spend much more than that if I have to. I'm seeing just great signs. You know, one of the other things we're seeing in Florida, we're seeing it in other places, the lines going into voting booths, going into voting areas are unbelievable. I mean, in Florida yesterday, we passed 4 of them. The lines were 3 and 4 blocks long. Those are not her voters, because her voters have no enthusiasm.
Can you just be specific? How much are you willing to put down in order to put up new ads?
I will have over $100 million in. I'm willing to invest more than that.
Like how much?
Don't. Just let's go for your next question, Dana.